So unless something unexpected comes out from this FOMC minutes, which is going to be released today, we have to be careful. We have to be careful because the price got rejected while trying to break out of this ascending channel, rejected while trying to break out of the descending broadening wedge, CPI indicator, Williams alligator indicator, and even the resistance from this 0.5 Fibonacci line. Because on my previous video I was very clear with you guys, as long as the price remains below this key line of resistance, we are not allowed to get overexcited. Only after flipping this key line of resistance we know it is going to be looked as an actual reversal from here on. So today in this video we are going to talk about all of these scenarios one by one, but first thing first, let's destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed these bonuses from Bybit, Phemex and OKX, then definitely check the video description. Now first thing first, FOMC minutes releasing today. Powell to speak at Jackson Hole Symposium on Friday. FOMC minutes and Fed Chair Powell's speech at Jackson Hole Symposium will likely influence market expectation. That's why this week is expected to be very volatile. The minutes of the Federal Open Market Committee FOMC meeting held on July 31st will be released on Wednesday, August 21st, which is today at 2 p.m. These minutes are significant as they may better indicate whether the Federal Reserve intends to begin cutting interest rates soon. The July FOMC meeting was important as it marked the first time Fed Chair Powell acknowledged the prospect of a rate cut. So the Fed discussed cutting interest rate at its most recent meeting if inflation continues to fall, and they are certain it will remain around their 2% objective. Now, with inflation falling to 2.9% in July, the lowest level in 2 years, there is growing talk of reducing interest rates sooner rather than later. The high unemployment rate may also compel the US Fed to cut the rate sooner to avoid a recession. So the July 31st FOMC meeting minutes are expected to be dovish, indicating the possibility of rate cut this year. So another key event this week arrives on Friday with Fed Chair Powell upcoming speech at Jackson Hole Symposium, which is expected to be closely watched for further clues on the Fed's plan. Market are already expecting a 0.2% cut in September, with some anticipating a larger 0.5% cut. The minutes are likely to support this view, showing that the Fed might be ready to lower rates. Recent comments from Fed's officials suggest that they are leaning towards rate cut because of concern about economy and job market. So the FOMC meeting minutes as well as Fed Chair Powell remarks at Jackson Hole Symposium on Friday are likely to affect market expectations. So if Powell signals a rate cut on Friday, the focus will shift to the quantum of rate cut in 2024. Overall, the FOMC minutes and Powell's speech could significantly impact market expectation and movements from here on. So that's why, guys, that's why this FOMC minutes releasing today and the upcoming Powell's speech on Friday will be a very important factor. So I want you to be extra careful and not to over leverage yourself, because if you look at this target rate probabilities for 18th September, the next FOMC, we already have around 32.5% probability of a rate cut. So until we reach to this date, I think this probability is going to increase more and more, which is also going to signal a possible rate cut in September. And this could be influencing the entire market, not just only the traditional market, but also the crypto market. And this pullback could be very short-lived. I mean, if we see something positive coming out today, then there is a very high probability of price making a U-turn right after this pullback. Yes, guys, this FOMC minutes will determine where the trend is going to be heading next, because we know if this here is going to turn out into an actual bullish breakout for Bitcoin, breaking out from this descending broadening wedge, then you can see we have to overcome the resistance which you have from this descending broadening wedge. We have to overcome the resistance which you have from this ascending channel, the upper trend line, and parallelly we also have to overcome the resistance from this CPR indicator, because this CPR is one of the most important line of resistance for this month of August, and as long as the price remains below it, there is nothing we can do. I mean, even if the price shows a bullish move but remains below the CPI line, it will be looked as a bearish scenario for the upcoming month. So it is very, very important that the price finds support above the CPI line, breaks the resistance from the descending broadening wedge, and even the resistance from this ascending channel, the upper trend line, because as soon as we break out of this key line of resistance, parallelly the price will be also breaking out from this Williams alligator indicator, which in our case is going to result in another continuation like this. I mean, price, as soon as it flips this upper trend line resistance from the CPR, upper trend line resistance from this descending broadening wedge ascending channel, then there is a very high probability of price also breaking out from this Williams alligator indicator, because remaining below the CPR line means it could be, right, it could be still resulting in another continuation like this. I mean, price after some relief rally heading towards the original direction. I mean, price forming a dead cat bounce type of formation. You can see a dead cat bounce resulting in a new low. So in our case, if this gets rejected, price fails to find support over 63,000, then it will be looked as another dead cat bounce type of scenario. So to avoid this bearish move, we need the price to overcome some key line of resistance. But if we look at this price action in a bit different way, I mean, yes, we are aware we are below some of the key line of resistance, but as soon as we break out of this key line of resistance, you can see even this dead cat bounce trading pattern, which is clearly indicating us the price for the coming days could be showing a move like this, could get invalidated, and price after this retest, what we are witnessing right now, I mean, if you look at this price action as a descending broadening wedge formation, you can see price has already broken out of it, but this pullback could be a retest. Price coming back to test the previous temporary resistance line, because this upper trend line acted as a resistance, and slowly start showing another continuation like this, because parallelly you can see in a 4-hour time frame, this looks like a bump and run reversal bottom, and this pullback, what we are witnessing, was not just only a retest from the descending broadening wedge, but also a retest from this falling trend line, which in the past price action acted as a strong line of resistance. So you can see after testing the support from this lower trend line, after testing the support from this descending broadening wedge, now we are also testing the support from this falling trend line, which must hold the price if we want to see another continuation like this playing out, because remaining above this falling trend line means there is a very high probability of price not just only testing this resistance line but also breaking out of it. So that's why, guys, I want you to be prepared. I want you guys to be prepared, because if something good comes out from this FOMC minutes, then there is a very high probability of price following this bullish continuation pattern. I mean, a new uphill run from here on, because in a weekly time frame the price was below this 50 weighted moving average, which was supposed to be bearish, because in the past price action you can see we found out failing to find support of this 50 weighted has resulted in a bearish move, right? But in our case, even though the weekly closed below it, we somehow managed to come across it. So for now, this weekly is above the 50 weighted moving average, which is good, but we have to, right? We have to overcome this key line. Otherwise, it will be looked as a temporary relief rally, and price after that is going to head towards the original trend direction. So this FOMC minutes, which will be released today, the upcoming Powell speech at Jackson Hole Symposium, is going to determine the overall direction, not just only for the traditional market, also for the crypto market. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope the price of Bitcoin remains above this 50 weighted moving average and also breaks out of this key line of resistance, which is holding us below 63,000. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my vlog, then please, guys, do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed these bonuses, then please check the video description, because we have bonus from Bybit, Phemex, OKX, and all are free money. If you are an experienced trader, if you want to trade with free money, take advantage of this market volatility, then the time to act is now. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye bye.